happiness. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is the day that we celebrate and remember specifically those who have perished while serving in the armed forces here for the United States. And we are so thankful for the sacrifice and for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice and allowed us this wonderful country that we live in. Today I'm wearing Nick's Indy 1 boots, the collaboration with Rose Anvil, but we're going to talk about John Lofgren bootmaker boots. John Lofgren is a very nice man. I have communicated with him several times, and he is kind, compassionate, loving type of man. Very nice guy and very approachable. What I did was I bought some boots from him, and they are these engineer boots, the natural engineer boots that you see possibly on his website or Standard and Strange website. These are one of a kind in particular because they are branded. He had these made with the brand, the cattle brand still on it, and I'm going to try and show you that cattle brand. It looks like it says Rocking LS on it. And the other boot has some imperfections, but it's not specifically that brand. So these are beautiful boots, and they were, I think, from John's own collection. And I have bought some other John Lofgren boots. There are so many boots, and high-end boots and beautiful boots, rugged boots, dress boots. And I've told you before in the past that I'm the kind of guy that whatever boots I'm wearing at that time are my favorite boots. John Lofgren are really some of my favorite boots. They are boots that are made so that you can choose your size. Unlike a lot of the very specific one pair of hands, one pair of boots bootmakers like we've seen, like Brian the Bootmaker or Creosote. These are also handmade boots, but they are made probably by more than one set of hands in a much larger setting. We also have the Pacific Northwest and a lot of the other American-made brands or worldwide brands that are made by more than one pair of hands, but they're made one at a time specifically as you order them mostly. John Lofgren, in my opinion, are one of the best that has sizes you can choose from their website or from Standard and Strange. You know, they have made these boots so that they are accessible to you so you can get what you want when you want it and not with these very long wait times. There's one pair of boots here, the Shinky White Shadow Cordovans that I did wait for. Some of the special editions, special order ones. I think there's one, a very special black one made from some bear hide that and the bears were harvested after they naturally passed away, but those I think are going to be a special order and something that may take a while to have all those processed, because I think what they do is they release them at the same time when they get them ready. The new ones, the ones I bought, these brand new, these are the only pair I bought brand new, the White Shadow, and they come in nice boot bags, very classy, velvety. The other ones didn't have it. Have a few notes here. Today I want to congratulate my nephew Madison for graduating from college, and we are so happy when people strive towards higher education. I am not an educated person. I am self-taught in my carpentry and with boots and with many parts of life. But when people begin to study and go further with education and basically teach themselves how to have an open mind or be open enough to be taught how to have an open mind, it is a wonderful thing because basically education is the cure for ignorance. So congratulations, Madison, today. I am going to travel to my other home soon. I don't know if this will be the last video like this for a while in the carpenter's office. Next weekend, our youngest, the baby, will be visiting. We have only seen her 3 times in 3 years because of COVID and her job, her work. So there may not be a video next weekend, but I am going to be in Mexico. I don't know if any of you are interested in seeing content from Mexico. I have a very small collection there. I think 15 or less boots. I think they're mostly Red Wings. But I was thinking about trying to doing kind of a little travel log thing of showing some of the sites, some of the places that I go, the lifestyle of the carpenter when he's working on his house in Mexico and not getting paid by his clients, but living his Mexican life. So you might want to give me some comments if you want to see some stuff from Mexico. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but if just a few of you want to see that, then I will do that. I'll try and put something together when I'm down there a couple of times. Now, the first pair of John Lofgrens I got were the Donkey Punchers in black. And I have them without the original laces. I have them without the kilty or the false tongues. They have the V-bar Vibram sole. I bought this from a very nice young model in New York, secondhand. And one of my German friends came all the way to California and went to Standard & Strange and got himself a pair of maroon ones, and I liked them so much. And I had been to Standard & Strange and kind of oogled the boots and didn't buy anything. But if you get some, these are very expensive boots, and they are well made and they are well worth it. But if you can get them secondhand, again, if that's not too strange for you to buy secondhand shoes or boots, you can get them less than half price if you keep looking and searching. My John Lofgrens are one full size down from my normal. They're the same as my whites. Whites I wear 9.5D. Lofgrens I also wear 9.5D. Like I said, my Knicks are 10. My Iron Rangers are 10, and my regular Red Wings and other boots, work boots that I wear, are 10.5. So these are 9.5. I downsize one full size. I really love the Donkey Punchers. The Donkey Puncher is a job from the Pacific Northwest or logging industry. Don't have specifically what they do, but they are, I think, one of the people that operates one of the machines dragging the logs or something like that. One of you may want to correct me on that, the Donkey Puncher. So that's what that is. I really, really like wearing the Donkey Punchers. They are a lace-to-toe style. You have seen the engineers. This is, as a matter of fact, the only pair of engineers that the carpenter has right now. I'm not a big engineer guy, and I'll tell you why. Because once I put my pants down, you just see a rounded toe, and I like seeing the laces and the construction and more than just a round toe. I know some of the guys are really, really into engineers, and I know why. Because they're fabulous boots. I also have these olive combat boots. I bought these secondhand. They are almost new. I got such a wonderful price. It looks like all of these are the V-bar type of Vibram sole. These olive combat boots, all of these boots are comfortable putting them on the first time. The leather is very, very firm, but I don't have a problem. I think for why I don't feel break-in most of the time is that I have been wearing Red Wing heavy work boots, steel toe, for 38 years plus, and so I am used to that biting the ankle. I am used to the pain on the little toe. I actually, in the Lofgrens, I don't get any of that, but I don't feel the break-in on a lot of these boots that aren't big, heavy work boots. In my opinion, the John Lofgren combat boot is just the cleanest style of the old school looking combat service type boot. They have the cap toe, it is the brogue. They are just so wonderful and clean, and I love wearing them. I love green, as many of you know that are online and my Facebook group, Red Wing and Other Boots for Work and Fashion. California Boot Collectors Association are my Facebook groups. Happiness Carpenter on IG if you want to see what I'm wearing today, a full shot of that. But many of you who are in my little tribe or group or my circle of friends or my mentors with boots already know how much I love green boots. So I really love these. The last pair of boots I want to talk about are these Japanese tanned Shinki Tannery White Shadow shell cordovan boots. I forgot. Shell cordovan, I think it's the only pair of shell cordovan that I have. And they're covered in like they're a natural shell cordovan, and they're covered in like a wax. So I don't know if you can see right there. I've only worn these 4 or 5 times, and you can kind of see just the little scuffs and the creases starting to show that natural through. And when they put those up, I knew that was a one-of-a-kind boot. I knew that I had to have it, and I really, really like these. These are really special occasion boots for me. So that is my John Lofgren collection, and I really like John Lofgren boots. I really like John Lofgren the person, and he is also a Central California boy like me. He lives a few hours from here. I have been trying to get him to stop by the house if he's ever on his way into Standing and Strange. I know that's a lot to ask, but he is a very nice man, communicative, polite, loving, and I love to buy John Lofgren boots. So thank you for watching. Please give me a comment if you want to see content from Mexico. I'm not sure yet, unless you want some, if I'm going to do that. It may be less boots and more Mexican fun or Mexican historical things that I see down there. I may just take a bunch of videos and try and jam them together or something. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. Again, this is unedited. It is unscripted. And I just want to tell you that this life is very short. It is very brief. Terrible things happen all the time. My heart is wrenched and broken by the hatred in this world. And so I want you to try and reach out in love to those that are safe for you. And please let those who you have strong feelings for, of love and affection, know your feelings. Don't let a day go by without telling those that you love how you feel and that you love them. Happiness.